Hey everybody. So my Strength Finders test results were pretty interesting because this is not my first time taking the Strength Finders. And what we found as I was talking to my Strength Finders coach was that I needed to use my original Strength Finders test. This new Strength Finders that I took for class had different strengths, but two of them were the same. But she said I needed to stick with my original, and I'll talk about that, why that was important uh, in this video. And so my top five strengths are strategic, maximizer, connectedness, self-assurance, and activator. When I took that was my original strength finders. When I took it originally, when I took it for class, my top strength was futuristic, and one of the things that came out of that was my strengths changed based on my current context or current situation in the role that I play as a city director here at World Impact. And so it really was not true to what my true strength is as my number one strength. And what I noticed that in my original Strength Finders test, that futuristic was nowhere in my strengths. And so as we talked through it, as I talked through it with my core clarity coach, she said it was because of the fact that I was in this role and even thinking about stepping into a new role outside of LA for the whole Western region. And so, so strategic, maximizer, connectedness, self-assurance, and activator. Just really thinking about how God is forming me and how he uses my strengths in what I do as a pastor and a leader in LA for World Impact really fits who I am and what I'm doing. The strategic way that I think about situations and how I go about solving problems, and the fact that I like to maximize resources, and I'm relentless in pursuing excellence. And so I try and maximize the people that I work with. I try and maximize the resources that I have, and in this role. I also find that strength about connectedness. One of the initiatives or one of the core values that I have as a person is the core value that we have as an organization, which is connectedness, that networking and seeing how things are connected and how people are connected is really important to me. And then those last two, self-assurance and activator, being really confident about what I know God has called me to do, and being faithful and steadfast towards that vision and that call and how God is forming me. Just being, in other words, just being naturally just confident in who I am and what God has called me to do. And so when I'm making decisions, which is a huge decision coming up for me, in deciding to step out of my current role into a different role, I have used this coaching session. I've been using this class, doing the Lectio exercises and things like that to really hear from God, to slow down, to see if in fact this is where He's leading me and where He's taking me in this new role. One of the challenges, though, and one of my strengths is the whole activator piece, and it's my lowest strength, activator. And an activator is a person that hears the vision, sees the strategic plan, can maximize the resources, and then just wants to go. And the challenge with that is that I don't that I get frustrated in meetings. A lot of times I get frustrated with people because they can't see what I see, and I'm ready to go and act upon what I see and what I feel and what I hear, and not take the time to let other people process those things and catch up to where I am in my mind strategically. And a lot of times that can cause a lot of hurt feelings. I've learned over this past year, it can cause a lot of frustration and confusion because communication has not taken place properly. And so in talking to my coach, she said one of the things that I should be working on as I develop my strengths is that listening piece. And so yeah, so those are my strengths, and this is the place that God has me, and what my coach, my Strength Finders Core Clarity coach, shared with me. So hope you enjoyed it.